right, let's take a quick look at how trick number 5 reveals an incredible treat at the end. So I asked you to start with a mystery number. You can pick whatever you want. We'll just signify it with x. Then the first direction is to multiply it by itself, to square it. So we get x squared. Then we want to square that. So we've got 2 x's multiplied together times 2 more x's multiplied together. That gives us 4 x's multiplied together, or x to the 4th. The next instruction is just to take away 1. Now, it gets tricky. We're going to put that x to the 4th minus 1 at the bottom, and I'm going to reveal the little trick up our sleeves. The way that we built this is by starting off by asking what x squared plus 1 times x minus 1 times x plus 1 is. This is a really cool expression that ends up working out to x to the 4th minus 1. You can see that by, first of all, multiplying x squared plus 1 times x minus 1. So when we do x squared times both of these terms in here, we get x cubed, and we get minus x squared. Since this is a minus 1, x squared times minus 1 is minus, or negative, x squared. When we multiply 1 by x minus 1, we get x minus 1. Then we've got to multiply this whole thing by x plus 1. And when we do that, x to the 3rd times x is x to the 4th. X to the 3rd times 1, positive 1, is x to the 3rd. Negative x squared times x is negative x cubed. Negative x squared times 1 is negative x squared. X times x is x squared. X times 1 is x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Now, if you look at the result here, you can see some really cool stuff. X to the 3rd minus x to the 3rd cancels itself out, cancels each other out. X squared, negative x squared plus x squared cancels out. Same thing over here. Plus x minus x cancels out, and you are left with x to the 4th minus 1. So x squared plus 1 times x minus 1 times x plus 1 is x to the 4th minus 1. So we did a couple steps at the beginning to get you to x to the 4th minus 1. Then when we divide by x plus 1 and x minus 1, the result is just going to be x squared plus 1. The last couple instructions, we just take away 1 to get us to x squared. We divide by x to get to x, and then we take away x to get to 0. So all of those steps that got us to x to the 4th minus 1 got us to a place where we could divide by x plus 1 and x minus 1 and get something pretty simple that we could then reduce right down to 0. So that is the treat at the end of the trick. Hope you enjoyed. That's how it works.